Welcome back to Fortune Cookie Motorsports. Road America is in the books, and a little bit of a correction. Last week I said that this was the first time the Cup Series had come to Road America. I was wrong, apparently. They have been to Road America in like the 50s or something. So there you go. But let's check out how the Fortune Cookies did. Not great. 127 points, 343rd out of the super big league. We had Kyle Busch as our best driver here. He finished third, but was only ranked 8th in fantasy points, so probably not too many stage points there at all. Martin Truex Jr., I've been saving him all year to be my road course ringer on my personal team, so I was kind of excited that the Cookies drew Martin Truex Jr. for this road course, and he's just been struggling. William Byron was doing okay, but then he had kind of that thing at the end. Didn't help him. Finished 33rd, but lots of stage points for William Byron, so he still ended up ranked 16th. And you know what? Shout out to Josh Bilicki in the Rick Ware racing car. I was a little concerned that having two Rick Ware cars on the team was going to ruin us because we'd have to pick one. But apparently Josh Bilicki is not a bad road course racer at all. He finished 23rd, ranked 26th in fantasy points. Pretty good for a Rick Ware car. So 127 points, if we go to the smaller league, puts us in a tie for 47th place. And in the overall points for that league, we've moved up, we've got 2,272 points, and that puts us in 66th. And still, there's only probably about a little less than 70 active members, so we're still kind of hovering around last, but slowly chipping our way up. As far as my personal team goes, not a great day, 150 points. I finished 30th. Shout out to my mom, though. She finished 3rd, yet another podium for her. I did have Chase Elliott on the team, and he won, but he was only ranked 3rd in fantasy points, and that was my only top 10 driver as far as fantasy rank goes. So not great. And I did lose ground in the overall championship to the championship leader, still in second place, but we are now 82 points, I think, behind, which is good. We used to be a full race behind first place, so we were chipping away at it, especially with our win at Pocono 1 out of the doubleheader. So that helped, but lost a bit of ground this week. Okay, so it is time to set our team for Atlanta. Big news coming out of Atlanta. They're going to do a reprofiling, adding 4 degrees to the banking up to 28 degrees, and they're narrowing the surface. I'm a little concerned. Denny Hamlin pointed out in a tweet that Speedway Motorsports Inc. has done some reprofiling on all their tracks, and all their tracks either like went under or lost a race, or they covered Bristol in dirt, and so, yeah. So I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll see. I'm going to withhold judgment until we actually see some races on there. The other big news that I missed, apparently was announced like while I was filming it last week. Trackhouse Racing buying Chip Ganassi. Wow. I don't think anybody expected that. If you had that on your bingo card for 2021, you are a liar. Also, I was low on fortune cookies. We only had 2 left. Well, I went down to the Asian market. We don't really have a Chinatown in Austin, but we do have kind of a shopping center that's got an Asian grocery store and a whole bunch of other Asian businesses and all of that. Is it a little racist of me to assume that fortune cookies would have been there? I mean, fortune cookies are kind of an American invention, really, along with what we as Americans know as Chinese food. That's also very much an American thing. But I did wander around, and eventually I did find some, and they do have numbers in it, so we are good to go pretty much for the rest of the year. Also, just for fun and broadening my horizons, I bought these. I don't know really what they are. One of them is a sarsaparilla soda. And then this, I've seen this in like various kind of Asian food restaurants around the area. Never actually tried it. It's Botan rice candy. So we'll try that probably at the end of the video, I guess. Anyway, fortune cookies. Let's do it. Oh, this is fun. They're in Comic Sans. You will soon be crossing the great waters. Okay. Anyway, this is looking pretty good right off the bat. First number is 5. Kyle Larson, hottest driver in the sport at the moment.
So hot right now.
Next one, 17, Chris Buescher. He's having himself a little bit of a breakout year. Definitely doing pretty good. Next is 29, which is nobody. We will shift over into 32, also nobody. Moving on to 46, Cole Trickle. Just kidding, nobody. And then 7, Corey LaJoy. Alright, so that cycles back into 29, which comes down to William Byron once again. But we're out. We've already used William Byron 10 times. I don't think very many of them have actually been like natural picks, but these fortune cookies just seem to really favor the low 30s, upper 20s, and nobody really has that, so it's always been cycling down into him. So we're going to cycle down one more into Bubba Wallace in V23. You guys hear that? Anyway, 32 also going to come down, and that's going to end up with Joey Logano. So man, both times we've added new fortune cookies into the mix, and it seems like a pretty good team off the bat. We'll see if we can hold that momentum. And finally, the garage driver is 46, and that's going to drop down into Eric Jones, another driver we've been using quite frequently. Yeah, this is going to be our last Eric Jones pick. Also, this is kind of fun. I like how the 6th number on this is after a comma, so it's almost like it wants us to use a garage. I don't know if you can see that. I'll take a close picture later. Anyway, let's set the bonus picks here. Okay, so here is your team for Atlanta. Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, Corey LaJoy, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, and Eric Jones. Pretty solid team. We'll look quickly at my personal team. I'm also using Kyle Larson. I've only got 2 uses left of him, so I've been saving him for this week at Atlanta, and I'm probably going to use him at Michigan as well. Then Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski, 2 guys who aren't necessarily very hot right now.
So hot right now.
They're kind of struggling a little bit, but they do have good history at Atlanta and good recent history at Atlanta. I'm using driveraverages.com, and they've got a setting where you can look at like the last 4 races, the most recent 4 races, and they're pretty good stats-wise there. Then I got Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, and Kyle Busch, who I've only got 2 uses left of, but we'll see. He's in my garage. Alright, so that is it for this week. Well, almost. I still have to try this new stuff on Candy. I have no idea what this even looks like. Oh, okay, it's little individually packaged stuff. Interesting. I guess we'll try the soda first then. Anyway, I'm actually going to be out of town next week. Not bad. Different. Anyway, I'm going to be out of town next week again, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to film the selection show for, New Hampshire a week from now. And I'm probably going to film that right now, immediately after filming this. I might not even put on a different shirt. And then we'll just release that video. I'll schedule the release for like Wednesday or something. I don't know. There won't be any results for that one, but then the next week we can just go over all that. But we'll cross those bridges when we get to it. That's a lot of plastic. Is it sticky? I don't understand what's happening. There's like a powder. This is not going well at all. Try again. Go. This one's even harder. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna take a bite out of like the non-plasticky section. Okay, I can dig it. It's like kind of gummy-ish a little bit. You know, it's not sour, but kind of a la Sour Patch Kids, that consistency. It'd be pretty good if it wasn't glued to an extra layer of plastic. Okay, well, thanks for watching that dumb segment. Dumb because of me, not because of these. These are fine. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.